Hello everyone, my name is Amari and welcome to my channel where I focus on using digital products as passive income and financial literacy. And I thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not already a subscriber, make sure you subscribe so you can get all this great content I have to offer. So I thought it would be a great idea to kind of do a get to know me. I want my supporters or subscribers to know exactly who I am and why I started this channel. So you know the little fans we used to fold and make when we were little? I tried to sell these when I was younger. So this is how I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur from the start. I've always wanted to have my own business. I've always tried to sell things, make things. And that's how I knew, like, this is something that I want to do in my life. I was born in Lexington, Kentucky, and I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. And I went to college at the University of Kentucky, where I graduated with a degree in medical laboratory science. And I stayed in this career field for 7 years. And although it was great, I learned a lot. I absolutely knew it was not the end all be all for me. So I went back and I received my MBA from Northern Kentucky University. And this is where really my passion for financial literacy and entrepreneurship and business really grew, because I learned a lot. And it really told me, Amari, like, why are you not running your own business? And I told myself, I don't want to just run any business. I want to run a business where I am passionate about the work. I enjoy it. It's fun to me. So I started my crafting business because I do believe crafting is therapeutic. So I started a crafting business and I started to make like cups and t-shirts for people and just different things that I was already like making for myself. And so I was like, okay, if I actually enjoy doing this, it's something that I could start. And so that's kind of where like my business idea started. So my MBA is specialized in finance and organizational leadership. At the time I was in school, I was also the supervisor of a microbiology department. So that's kind of where I was more so interested in the leadership part. I wanted to be the best leader that I could be. And I also was interested in the finance part, because financial literacy was something that my parents really tried to instill in me and try to teach me about. But what I learned over time is that I would learn more as I did my own research and wanted to do it for myself. So this is kind of how I went into my program and specialized and figured out what I was passionate about. And then fast forward, I started to learn how to create my own files for these projects. And so I said, why wouldn't I create digital files that I could use for myself and that I could also market and sell? Because people buy digital products when they don't understand how to design them, or they don't have the time, or their customer wants a certain design that they cannot make themselves. So they go and they look on these sites like Etsy and Creative Market and they buy these images. So I said, I have something here. This is something that I could really dive into, because I started to learn Adobe Illustrator. I started to work with different design programs, and I said, why not market and sell the items that I'm putting in this time for and, you know, learning about? So why not try to market these and sell things and have a passive source of income? So I really knew the digital product world was for me when I created this one template. It was a template for my personal wedding, my own bridesmaids. And it was just a template just telling them, this is what you're gonna wear. This is how your hair should be. This is the date of the wedding. And I created this template for my personal use. And then I thought to myself, okay, I wanna start selling digital products. Why not sell this template that I created for me? And so I put it on my Etsy shop, and then I started getting sales, and I started getting more sales. And now I'm at the point where I'm about to reach $1,000 in sales off of this one template. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna duplicate this template and make templates similar to it and then sell my other digital files. And I'm gonna start a digital product shop. And so I'm really getting into the thick of it, and I'm learning, and it's just been rewarding to see the positive impact and the positive effects of me actually learning and putting in the time to make these digital products. So it's very rewarding, and that's kind of where like my passion for the whole passive income and digital products thing, where it came from. And what I realized working in healthcare during the pandemic was that I didn't want to waste any more time not doing the things that I really, truly, deep down wanted to do and wanted to accomplish. And although I loved working in healthcare, I loved helping people, I was passionate. I'm so interested in science and just diagnosis and laboratory. I was very passionate about that job. But what I realized is I was too stressed, I was overwhelmed, I was overworked. I worked weekends and holidays. I didn't spend enough time with my family. And I said, I'm no longer willing to sacrifice these things that are really important to me for a job. And I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to kind of do my own thing and do the things that I love. And so I said, why not take a leap? And I took a leap. I ended up taking a different type of job that would allow me to spend the time that I want to spend with my family. And that's where the true purpose of what I do is. I want the ability to spend my time how I want to spend my time. I want to spend my time freely. And I know a lot of people who are really interested in that. And that is what the idea of passive income is to me. It's the idea that I am going to be able to make money and take care of my family and also do the things that I want to with my time. And so that is like a top priority to me. That is very important to me. And so that's why I'm so passionate about creating the space for financial literacy and teaching people how they can create that space where they can do what they want to do, still make money. And I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. I have a financial advisor who really helps me. And I'm just excited about this journey that I'm taking because I'm finally taking that leap and doing the things that I want to do. And I just want people to understand that that's my whole purpose of this channel, is to take people along with me on that journey so that I can see that I'm learning, I'm doing the research, I'm putting in the work because I want to create multiple sources of income. I want to find ways to increase my financial literacy every day so that I can pass that along to someone else who could really use that information. I have a 5-year-old son and I want him to not have to worry about the finances and taking care of things and having the daily necessities that he will need. And so that's my ultimate goal, is to create generational wealth, have something to pass on to my kid, my future grandkids, whoever that may be. I just want to pass something on, and I want them to do things that they are passionate about and not just work because they have to, but do things that they want to do. And my parents were really good at making sure I was taken care of, but making sure I understood that I had to work for things. So they didn't just give me things. They didn't just give me a car. I worked. I actually started working at the age of 15 at Wendy's, by the way. And they made me understand the value of $1 and money. And I do think that's important, but I don't want my kids to have to get it out of the mud. I just don't. I don't want them to spend time too early just trying to work on that hamster wheel and work against the system just to make money to survive. I'm not interested in that. I want them to be able to do the things that they're passionate about. This life that we live is so short sometimes. It feels short and it feels like time goes by so fast. So my ultimate goal is that my kids don't have to worry and that I can pass something on. They can have something that they're proud of, a legacy, something to build on top of. And my parents, they did a great job of that. They have had businesses. They've shown me what it looks like to be successful. And so I just want to keep building on top of that. And I want my son to keep building on top of that. So I just want something to pass along. That's the ultimate goal. And so when you watch these videos, I hope that comes through and that you can see that and that you understand my why. And it's the motivation for me to keep going, because sometimes this YouTube thing can be a little discouraging, you know, when the numbers are not where you want them to be, or the video didn't turn out how you want it to turn out. But ultimately, I want people to see that. That's my goal. Generational wealth, building wealth, having something to pass on, doing what I want to with my time, and taking care of my family. So if you ever have any more questions, you feel like your goals align with mine, subscribe, comment, put a heart, show me that this is something that speaks to you, because that is what I want to do. I want to speak to people. I want to put out content that people can actually use and feel passionate about, and feel as passionate as I do. So make sure that you leave me any kind of comments, suggestions for videos, or just anything. Just leave anything that you feel would be valuable information for me to hear down in the comment section below. And just tell me what some of your goals are, because ultimately I want to do videos that people really want to see, people really want to watch, and that will help people in the long run. And I want to take you all along on this journey. I can't wait. I've never been more excited than now to actually do the things I want to do and have the time to do it. So I feel like I'm just on fire. So I'm ready to up the content, produce more videos, put out more videos more often. And if you want to see that too, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in.